Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? I have for you a couple of clips to watch in regards to a drag show that was held in Texas for children. It's all on display for you, isn't it? You don't even need to theorise about what the left want to do with their intentions. It is the giant elephant in the room, and the thing is, when people point it out to them, they always react with insanity. They get emotional, they get physical, as you can see, because they want to impose their fetish on you, your family, your kids, but they don't want to be called out for it. That's why it's always about, oh, you have to love them, you have to accept, you have to tolerate. It's all about acceptance. And acceptance is good, but it's only good when it works both ways. And the thing is, when does the line, it can't just be an infinite line of, well, you accepted this, you tolerated this, so tolerate that. And now we'll move to this, and it creeps along. When do you just say, right, enough? Yeah, okay, come on, enough now, enough. Because when I say acceptance has to go both ways, whenever these usual suspects hear an opposing point of view, there's suddenly acceptance goes straight out of the window. Yeah. So it's a case of you have to accept them regardless of what they're doing. That the second you open your mouth, they don't have to accept you at all. Right? Where does it end? Anyway, look, so I've got a couple of clips to go over in regards to this. So we'll jump into it now. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around. Also have a membership scheme you can join. There's a join button next to the sub button. I have 8 amazing beautiful members who honour and humble me, that they support the Hoggcast in our quiet little corner of the internet, because we are shadow banned and deboosted, because we are conservative commentators. Okay, let's go. So the first clip is an African American man who was protesting, showing his displeasure at this drag kid event, and the radical left Antifa types, one of them who has a BLM on his shirt, on his clothing, immediately accost him. These are the people, remember, who call you an ism and an ist and an obic for everything. You never see conservatives doing this, ever.
No, you can't walk through people. You cannot walk through people. Get out of the way.
Sorry to interrupt it so quickly. I'm not sure if you heard that. He goes, you cannot walk through people. This is the height of leftist absurdity. They stand in front of him, and then when he's trying to walk down the road on his way, because he's been accosted, so he's trying to walk down the street, they say you cannot walk through people. So what they're saying essentially is, you have to let me block your path, and if you try to move, you're in the wrong. They do the same thing with cars. Have you ever noticed where they block the path of cars? They attack the car, they break the car, they try and pull the driver out. Yet if the driver tries to drive away, if he turns, they will immediately go and stand in front of it again. And if he panics and drive off, and one of the leftists go flying over the hood, they all react with shock, like they can't imagine that standing in front of a moving vehicle would be a bad idea. This is the type of people that left-wing academia is producing. Dumbasses beyond all reason.
Get out of the way. Leave the kids alone. This is a motion. Leave the kids alone, bitch. Leave the kids alone. Leave them alone.
So the leftists are shouting, leave the kids alone, like as if him being outside and protesting is bad, even though he's not the violent one. But them being violent and intimidating to him is somehow reassuring to the kids, right? So try to get your head around this. The leftists who are hosting these sinister and morally and ethically bankrupt events are pointing at you for raising concerns over what they're doing, and they're saying, leave the kids alone. You cannot reason. That it's beyond dialogue. You can't. There's no. We're speaking two different languages.
All of a sudden, you leave the kids alone. Yeah, leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
Hey,
Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Get out of the way. Leave the kids alone. For what? Hey, I'm not walking up on nobody. I'm walking. These motherfuckers got in my face. Arrest them.
So these are the police. These guys are police, yeah? These two. And the black guy is going to get arrested, or at least accosted by the police, when the guys in masked balaclavas pushing, intimidating him. They're all okay. A-okay. And this is Texas. Remember that.
Walking down the damn street.
Hey. Calm down.
So now they're telling him to calm down. So you see, this is the problem, and we see this in Britain, France, Canada, Australia, the USA, all over the West. If these Antifa people are given carte blanche to behave in any way they see fit, and if you so much as breathe, he's just trying to walk down the road, he's in the wrong for walking down the road. You have to stop treating these leftists with kid gloves. It's too much.
You got the right to be upset.
I got the right to walk down the street.
You don't have the right to
walk down the street.
Chase people down the street.
I mean,
you don't have the right to chase people down the street. Was that guy chasing anyone? Was he chasing anyone? He was walking down the road.
Chased anybody. They chased me.
So look, he knows, yeah? He knows. But he's trying to think up some narrative where he can make it like he's in the wrong. Oh, well, you were chasing them. You need to calm down. You were doing this. You were doing that. Disgusting.
They chased me while you in my face. Why are you in?
And there you go, look. You see, it's that. You see this from the police all the time. Oh, well, look. That's what you get. And then the leftists are free to just carry on doing what they want. It's too much hassle. That's what policing has become. They will target the conservative because the conservative is just easy to arrest. There's no political pushback. But the left are given carte blanche to do what they want.
In my face. It said these motherfuckers are pushing me down the street. Why?
We in everybody.
Why? You in my face. No, you're in my face.
You're talking loud.
These motherfuckers all over.
You're talking loud. Why are you talking loud? It's like there is no... You see, the same people who talk about acceptance and understanding, it's like there's zero understanding for this guy's situation. None at all. None. Oh, you're shouting, you're raising your voice. No understanding for his position at all.
Over the place, all in my face.
Here, do me a favor, back up and step off her property.
Fuck her property. Her property, she put it under my foot.
Get off it.
Get off my feet. You're on that
Get off the flag.
Get off my flag, bro.
Now, can I continue?
See, yeah, you see this guy, he doesn't know how to react, so they're all facing towards him because they're looking for a way to make him the problem. That's what they're trying to do.
To walk down the damn street in Dallas, where I live. Or can I not walk down the street?
Pass me on that corner, bro.
You're damn right I did.
Because you were What do you mean you pushed past all of us? Look! You are blocking his path.
Where I live. Or can I not walk down the street?
Pass me on that corner, bro.
You're damn right I did.
And we know exactly why.
I don't give a fuck why, and it doesn't matter why. This is
terrorizing and harassing
America.
these
I don't need to give you a reason why I'm walking down the street.
terrorists.
We got rid of that in the 50s with the civil rights laws. It doesn't matter anymore, you stupid cunt. It doesn't matter. I'll call you whatever the fuck I feel like.
Did you want to keep going?
I'm planning to keep walking down the damn street.
So you see, look, they make out he's the problem. It's just, let them do what they want. You have to stop giving these people free rein to do what they like.
I'm gonna walk with them.
And these fools who back the blue, no, not back the blue. What is it? The thin blue line. The oh yeah, no, it is back the blue, isn't it? Disgusting. So you can see that it's all on their side, yeah. Just disgusting, isn't it? Really, it's terrible. Anyway, let's move on to the next clip. Okay, so the next clip, we have another poor woke, not this guy here, I'm not talking about him, he's not woke, but he's there for the same reason that the other guy's there. And let's see how the understanding, let's see how the tolerance and the Peacenik Brigade react to him.
We're denying entry. We're asking you to leave. Oh my
God. So he's been denied entry. He's been asked to leave because he's a conservative. Basically, you're only allowed in there if you have that ideological bent. Yeah, they are unapologetic about it. This is a drag show for children, and everyone else can go F themselves. You're not going to be allowed in. You're not going to be allowed to disvoice your pleasure. If you do, Antifa, who are out there, will attack you, and the police will then take their side.
They're being bigoted. They're bigoted. They're not letting me in here. I can't believe they're not letting me in a gay bar. I thought you guys are inclusive, Trey.
Hey.
No, they're not inclusive. They just say that. The left are antithetical to inclusion. They are prohibitively exclusive. Yeah.
Are you guys trying to be inclusive? They're not letting me in the gay bar. Look how inclusive this is. Look how inclusive they are here.
Guys, don't touch him. Don't touch him.
Gay bar.
So they're trying to steal his phone now, because they simply do. Look, if you turn up in a dress like this, the balaclavas and all that, immediately it tells me you are not a good person, right? You are not there for honesty. Have you noticed it's never the conservatives that do that? It's only the left.
You guys are bigots. These guys are bigots.
So he said that you guys are bigots, and the guy behind him who's refusing to let him in says absolutely, absolutely. The mask is off now. Yeah? Just, you can see the left for what they are.
They won't let us in a gay bar. They're just gonna have a bunch of children dressed in here drag. They're gonna come here for a bunch of children.
So now he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the cops," and of course the cops will come straight along and they'll detain him. Let's move the clip forward because it's irritating me. It's irritating me a lot.
Isn't that grooming?
So there, look.
This is what it's about.
So that's all you get from the left. So she tried to, or it, or whatever the hell that thing is, tried to slap the phone out of his hand, because that's the left. They can't argue the point because they know that they haven't got one to stand on. So they mob you 15-1 and then slap your phone out of your hand. In that person, that's an arrestable offence. Do you think that person will be arrested? No. That could have happened in front of 1,500 cops. They wouldn't do anything. But if the Conservatives so much as prodded him, he'd be dragged straight off.
Alright.
And this is Texas. Texas. Keep that in mind.
Alright, we gotta go. Hey, we don't lock this door. We don't lock this door. We don't lock this door. Alright, you're out. Now I want to go out here with this fucking idiot. Huh?
Yeah, so they just go, oh, I don't want to be out there with this effing idiot. So he's the idiot, but you and your friends who are engaged in this grooming event, who are intimidating people, attacking people, trying to rob people, are the good guys. Left and right are speaking completely two different languages. We do not communicate on the same plane anymore. So I will end with this clip here. There is, of course, a clip of the actual event, but I'm not going to show that. It's too much. You can find it. You can see it on Twitter. Andy No has a lot a lot of threads in regards to all of this event. That's where I got most of the footage from. Well, all of it actually. But I would recommend you can see it for yourself. If you want to go to his Twitter feed, you can see it for yourself. But I'm not going to show the one of the actual event. It's just not for me, man. It's just not for me. So we'll take a look. So this is one leaving. So this person's just had a nice afternoon being paid to dance provocatively with young boys. And someone was trying to ask him a question in the car park. As you can see, there's no mobs of balaclava wearing people. You notice how his path is completely unobstructed. No one's blocking their path. No one's trying to rip anything out of their hands. No one's intimidating them. Yet the person asking the question is somehow the bad guy, and the Antifa goons who were doing all of that are the good guys. We live in the end times. Anyway, take a look.
Children, do you like dancing for little children?
Sorry to interrupt it so quickly. I know it annoys people when I say it, but he said, do you like dancing for the kids? And see, this is what I mean about it's the giant elephant in the room. This is why they constantly preach about acceptance whilst offering you zero acceptance and understanding. They need to do this. They need to silence you. They need to yeet you off of social media and all of that in order for them to foist what they want to foist on your kids unopposed. It is the giant elephant in the room. And when you mention it, when you broach the subject, their reaction is always the same, because they want the action without the responsibility. They want to just do what they like to who they like when they like, and they'll take pride in doing it.
Dancing for little children? You don't think that's disgusting? Dancing
Does this person honestly look like they think that's disgusting? Look at how they're dressed.
around for little children?
Away from me.
Don't you think that's disgusting?
I need you to
You don't think that's,
get the
you don't
fuck
think-
away.
Hey, well, you can't just touch me. You don't.
So there we go. So they assaulted him. They just walked. He was asking questions in a public place, wasn't blocking their path, and then the other one just comes up and grabs him and pushes him away. Imagine if a conservative had done something like that. So we've seen multiple assaults against conservatives here at this drag event for kids. 0 leftists have been held accountable. 0. Right? You've got assaults, attempted robberies, intimidation, police corruption, and a drag event for kids. Yeah? But the conservatives are the bad guys, remember? So always those conservatives.
You don't think that's
You good me?
You don't
Your
think
mom's a
that's disgusting?
bitch. Go
You don't
on.
think that's disgusting? Dancing for little.
Oh look, here comes the police. So this is what I'm saying. They've just assaulted this guy in full view of the police. But it's all, you know, this will continue until these people are held accountable.
Children, you should be be ashamed of yourself dancing for little children. You should be ashamed of
I
yourself.
fuck him. Is he a child? No.
You guys dance with little children. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You're disgusting.
So he wants to get out of there quickly, because this is what I mean. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know it. Instead of changing themselves, they want to change society. They want to change you so that you will just let them do it. Yeah? Just always tolerance, acceptance. Yeah, there comes a time when you just have to shut that tap off. Yeah, and say enough. We've tolerated and accepted you into oblivion. Now let's see it reciprocated. Because all the right does ever is give, although we are pushing back now. All the left does is take. And people are sick of it.
Think about what you just
Mom's
did.
a whore.
Okay, that's fine, but you danced naked in front of little children. You did.
Do I stop you, bitch?
Dude, look at you.
Stop.
You dance in front of little children.
No, why should he stop it? What gives you the right to do this? You guys have got no problem doing worse. You get straight up in Conservatives' faces, you rob their phones, you hit them with bike locks, you spray them with mace. But people asking you questions in public, don't you want attention? You're dressed like a spiv. You wanted the attention, you've got it. Stop, stop, stop. I'm surprised the police didn't arrest him. Not that one there, I mean the guy filming.
You dance in front of little children. Little children.
So look, yeah, it's just disgusting, isn't it? I'm sorry, I know in this video I've used quite strong language, but that's because I'm just sick of it. So I'm willing to take any repercussions that may entail, because it's just that I've had enough. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.